Hi, good afternoon. My name is Teal Griswold, and I am USA Ambassador, Mrs. Rhode Island for 2022, and I'd like to share a book with you this afternoon. It's called All Are Welcome, written by Alexandra Penfold and illustrated by Suzanne Kaufman. All are welcome. Pencils sharpened in their case, bells are ringing, let's make haste. School's beginning, dreams to chase, all are welcome here. No matter how you start your day, what you wear when you play, or if you come from far away, all are welcome here. In our classroom, safe and sound, fears are lost and hope is found. Raise your hand, we'll go around. All are welcome here. Gather now, let's all take part. We'll play music, we'll make art. We'll share stories from the heart. All are welcome here. Time for lunch, what a spread. A dozen different kinds of bread. Pass it around till everyone's fed. All are welcome here. Open doors, rush outside. We will swing, we will slide. We'll have fun side by side. All are welcome here. We're part of a community. Our strength is our diversity, a shelter from adversity. All are welcome here. We will learn from each other. Special talents we'll uncover. There's a big world to discover. All are welcome here. So much to learn, so much to do, and when the busy day is through, can't wait to come back, start anew. All are welcome here. Head for home to get some rest and greet tomorrow ready and fresh. Our time together is the best. All are welcome here. To have a place here, you have a place here. Oh no. You are welcome here. You have a space here. For a minute there, I thought the page was torn. It tricked me that it was an open up page. That's very cool. And that's the end. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed reading the book with me. I enjoyed having some time with you. I hope to see you soon. Bye.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Fortin, and I'm your Mrs. Maine USA Ambassador. It's such a pleasure to be here with you today and read to you one of my favorite books called Giraffes Can't Dance by Giles, Andreae, and illustrated by Parker-Rees. Let's get started. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was tall and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Now every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. In this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthogs started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha and had a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons they teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. "Oh, hey, look, that's clumsy Gerald," the animals all sneered. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird." "That's not very kind." Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. "They're right," he thought. "I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot." So he crept up from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on, "but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song." Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying and his tail was swishing around. He threw his legs out sideways. He swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and he leapt in the air. Look at Gerald go. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. "I'm dancing, yes, I'm dancing. I am dancing," Gerald cried. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream! Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen!" "How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twirled around and he finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and the stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find the music that we love." The end. What a fantastic story. The end. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Eva, your USA Ambassador, Mrs. New Jersey, and today I'm going to be reading Circle Round by Sibley O'Brien, illustrated by Hanna Cha. One circle bounces, 2 circles roll, 3 circles spin, 4 circles fly, 5 circles swing, 6 circles. Splash. 7 circles. Pop. 8 circles. Glide. 9 circles. Sway. 10 circles. Disappear. One circle gathers. One circle opens. One circle grows. Circle round. The end.
Hi, I'm your USA Ambassador, Miss Texas Junior Teen Chelsea Hinson, and today I'm going to read you a book called Uniquely Me by Trace Wilson. Once there was a little boy who only had one hand. One day, the boy noticed all of his friends had 2 hands. I'm different, the boy said. He wanted to find out why. He walked through the woods until he saw a large snake. Snake, the boy asked, why don't I have 2 hands? Why don't you have a tail? The snake replied, and then he slithered away. The boy didn't understand, so he kept walking until he found a small pond with a fish in it. Fish, the boy asked, why don't I have 2 hands? Why don't you have scales? The fish replied, and then he swam away. The boy, still confused, climbed a tree until he found a large bird sitting on the top. Bird, the boy asked, why don't I have 2 hands? Why don't you have wings? The bird asked. Then he flew away. I don't know, the boy said, becoming sad. He kept walking through the woods until he found a leopard lying under a tree. The leopard was older and wiser than the other animals. He had a patch over a scar on his left eye. Boy, he asked, why don't you have spots? The boy thought for a minute, and then he replied, why don't you have 2 eyes? Because I don't need 2 eyes to know that I'm still a leopard. Then he walked away. The boy finally understood. He ran back past the bird, past the fish, and past the snake. He ran all the way back to his friends. The boy's friends looked at him and asked, why don't you have 2 hands? The boy replied proudly, because I don't need a tail or scales or wings or spots or 2 hands to know who I am. This is the way I was made, and I am uniquely me.